So first of all, a very warm welcome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. So what I will be doing next, I will just stop the video because then we can focus on the slides and we will go through the presentation, I and myself, and at the end there will be an opportunity for us to discuss any questions that you may have. And the presentation is not very long, should be around 25 minutes, and I hope you will enjoy it. So, hello again, and welcome to the BSc Computer Science Online Open Day at the University of Hertfordshire. So we are very pleased that you are able to join us today from different parts around the world, and this truly reflects the international nature of studying online. At the moment, we offer 2 undergraduate degrees online, BSc Computer Science Online and BSc Information Technology. We hope that you will find this presentation interesting and that we are able to answer as many of your questions as possible. If you have a question during or after the session, then please type your question in the chat box and we will reply. So, there are a number of us who are involved in the online program. So there are the administrators and educational technologists in our Center for Online Distance Learning, and I hope that you were able to see some of them at the start of the session when the video was on, but you will get to see them at the end if you didn't. And today there are 2 of us here, so myself, Mariana Lilly, and I'm the Associate in Learning and Teaching, Dr. Nahilian, who is the BSc Program Tutor, and part of our team as well is Dr. Nathan Badu, who is responsible for admissions. So Nathan was not able to join us today, but any questions that you may have, if we are not able to answer them ourselves, we will certainly forward those questions to Dr. Badu. Before I continue, I would like to talk a little bit about Dr. Nahilian's role in the program. So she is the program tutor. And as program tutor, her role entails keeping track of your academic performance, and she will be someone key supporting you in your overall program of study. Also, in addition to myself, the program tutor, the admission tutors, the academic staff who teach modules, we have a team of administrators and educational technologists that support our program. So today, the aspects that we are hoping to cover is, first of all, starting with a little bit of background about the University of Hertfordshire, and in particular the School of Computer Science. And this is aimed to let you know what to expect when you study with us online. After that, now we'll talk about your program of study, how it's delivered, how it's structured, and she will also talk about assessment, so how different modules are assessed. And finally, before we answer your questions, we will look at student support, entry requirements, and fees. So the University of Hertfordshire is located in Hatfield, which is very, very close to London. So our university has over 2,400 members of staff and around 27,000 students. We have 2 campuses in Hatfield, and the College Lane campus and the De Havilland campus. Also, there are around 3,700 overseas students from 85 different countries. The university was ranked as top new university in the Complete University Guide in 2014. We were also included in the top 350 world universities in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings in 2011-12. So the School of Computer Science, just in case you have not heard about us before, we were founded in 1965, and we are one of the oldest computer science departments in the United Kingdom. Indeed, we are celebrating our 50th anniversary this year, and the school has a long-standing reputation in teaching and research. In the picture on the right, you can see Casper, a humanoid robot, developed by the school's Adaptive Systems Research Group. Casper was developed to help autistic children communicate by understanding facial expressions. For those of you who follows the World Cup, there is also the Robot World Cup, and you might have seen our university feature our team Bold Hearts often. Actually, not often. Every year we participate in this international robot football championship. What is very relevant to us today is that the School of Computer Science has also been delivering distance learning programs for many years. In the last 10 years, our distance learning programs are delivered online through StudyNet, which is the university's managed learning environment. The BSc Honours in Computer Science program was launched in 2004, followed by an online master's in 2007. More than 2,000 students have successfully graduated from the BSc program alone, and the current online BSc student population comprises around 400 students from over 40 different countries, including the UK. There are a few things that you need to take into account when you decide to start studying with us online. So I have already mentioned StudyNet, which is the university's managed learning environment. So StudyNet allows you online access to all the learning resources that you need, and which you will share with all the students studying on the same degree program on campus in the UK. So StudyNet is a managed learning environment that is used by both online students and students from our campus-based provision. So on our program, you will study a number of different modules. This is a modular program, and that means that these different modules have fixed start and end dates. This gives you the advantage of studying with the same peer group for the duration of each module, so you will get to know and support each other. Modules also have fixed dates on which assignments must be submitted or online tests must be taken, and these dates will be clearly published at the start of each module so that you can plan them in. Now we'll talk about assessments in more detail a bit later. Provided that you take the assignment deadlines into account, you are flexible in organizing your study around work and family. You may decide to study during the day, in the evenings or at the weekends, whatever suits you best, because the online learning resources are available 24/7. It's important to note that this is a fully recognized degree program, and for this very reason, you need to be able to commit yourself to a certain amount of study hours each week. For full-time study, this means you need to set aside around 30 to 40 hours per week, and for part-time study between 15 and 20 hours. I will now hand over to Na, the program tutor, who will give you an insight in how the program is delivered and the modules you'll be studying.
Hello everybody, this is Na. As Mariana has just mentioned, the courses are facilitated via StudyNet, the university's managed learning environment. One of the functions of StudyNet is to give you access to the learning resources available to you. There are two main levels, if you like, of learning resources. For each module or course that you take, there will be a module portal. This portal will provide you with easy access to module information, news, teaching resources, discussion forums, blogs, and a wiki. In addition, you will have access to a collection of electronic resources via university's digital library. So, for example, you will have access to e-books and journal papers from the IEEE and the ACM. This is a typical module portal, and the menu on the left allows you to access the functionalities I mentioned earlier. So, for example, you can use the menu on the left to jump to teaching resources. This is an example of a set of learning resources developed for our databases module. The module is structured in units, and each unit will contain a combination of activities and resources. You will be provided with guidance in terms of how much work you should have completed by certain key dates. There is a flexibility in terms of fitting your studies around your other commitments. The next slide shows some examples of activities you may engage with as part of your study. So, for example, you may be required to complete some recommended reading or use interactive animations or gain a deeper understanding of specific topics within the course. You may also be required to complete exercises and then check your answers against the model answer provided. Sometimes tutors may organize a live tutorial session such as this one. These sessions are recorded for later viewing just in case you missed the session or would like to go through it again. Students can also interact with tutors and other students via discussion forums. These are asynchronous, which means that you can take part at the time that is convenient for you. We are experienced in working with groups of students who are based in different time zones, and in our experience, this type of forums are very useful. We currently offer two main awards, BSc Honors in Computer Science and BSc Honors in Information Technology. The Computer Science Award has a greater focus on software implementation and object-oriented programming. The Information Technology Award has a greater focus on applications and the impact of computing and information technology on organizations. There are a number of possible careers for our graduates, including programmer, software developer, business analyst, database administrator, and so on. Now it is a good point to have a look at the modules that you will be studying. You will study 120 credits at level 4, covering programming, principles of networked systems, foundations of computation, and also human dimensions of computation. At level 5, you will also study 120 credits. You will enhance your knowledge in programming and networks. You will also be introduced to databases and take part in a group software development exercise. Level 6 is the final year of the program. And once again, you will study 120 credits. 2 of the modules you will study will be award specific. The remaining modules will be optional. Both computer science and information technology students will be required to undertake an individual project.
So this is Marianne again. So all programs here at the University of Hertfordshire are reviewed every 6 years, and this process is called a periodic review. So the aim of the periodic review is to enhance the existing provision. The BSc Computer Science program online is currently under periodic review, and so far as part of the periodic review work, we have received very positive feedback from alumni and current students, and we are using this feedback to enhance our current provision. The outcome of the review will be published in February 2016 via the university's website.
Okay, now we carry on. All the modules are assessed as a specific date. These dates are published at the start of the semester, so you can plan your time accordingly. The types of assessment will depend on the module you are studying. All assessment takes place at a distance. Examples of assessment methods used in our program include essays, practical work such as the development of a software artifact, online tests, which usually take place within a 24-hour window, group work, Vivers, via web conferencing or Skype. There is a lot of support available to you. We developed a range of resources to support you in your study, such as a student handbook and the induction program. Most importantly, there is a team of people supporting the program tutor, module tutors, program administrators, educational technologists, and disability advisors. And of course, you will also be supported by your peers.
Thank you, Na. So the different the modes of study. So essentially, just to summarize what Na has presented so far, the whole program is the equivalent to 360 credits. So 120 credits are level 4, 120 credits are level 5, and 120 credits are level 6. At the current moment in time, you can study levels 4 and 5 on a part-time mode only, which means 60 credits per year. At level 6, you have the choice to study part-time or full-time. So what you'll be working towards. So the certificates that we offer are the BSc Honours Computer Science and the BSc Honours Computer Science from the University of Hertfordshire. The students from our online distance learning provision are welcome to attend the graduation ceremony. The graduation ceremony takes place at Abbey Church of St. Albans, and you can see some pictures from the graduation there. And also, if you're really curious, I think that the graduation ceremony from September this year is still online to be viewed, and you will see our computer science students graduating, many of them from our online program. So one of the questions that you might be asking yourself is fees. So the fees for the program currently are shown here. So the fees of per 15 credits is 550 British pounds. This equates to 4,400 per level. However, you need not pay the full amount in one go. So at this moment in time, what is available for students is to pay fees per module that they study, and there also another thing that is available is the opportunity to pay the fees in monthly installments. There are also tuition fee loans available for UK students, and what should be noticed that fees are not fixed at each level over the duration of a program of study. So in terms of fees, so you may want to know what is included in the fees. So the fee covers all the tuition on modules, plus project supervision, as well as all the assessments. The fee also includes access to StudyNet and all the learning resources provided through StudyNet. And these resources include the module content for each module, access to the university online library, access to online databases, and other resources such as the Careers Office, the Counselling Centre, and Equality and Disability Services. Also included in the module fee are your books. In most cases, this is in the form of an e-book, and the software, any software that you need for your module. So what are the entry requirements for the program? So if you're a student in the UK and you wish to start at level 4, which is the first year of the program, then you need 260 UCAS points from A-levels or equivalent in any subject, plus GCSE grade A to C or equivalent in maths and English. The table on the right shows how much each A-level grade is worth in terms of UCAS points. If you have already an HND in computing or suitable diploma worth 240 credits, then we may consider you for direct entry at level 6, which is the final year of the program. At this point in time, we accept a range of diplomas including IMIS Higher Diploma, ABE, BIS Advanced Diploma, NCC International Diploma, and others. Dr. Badu, who is our admissions tutor, will be able to advise you on whether or not your qualification allows you to be a direct entrant to level 6. Finally, applicants whose first language is not English must demonstrate sufficient competence in English to benefit from the program, and this is typically demonstrated by recognized awards equivalent to an overall IELTS score of 6.0. In order to apply, what I would like to invite you to do is to email our program administrators. You can contact them via the email that you can see in front of you, which is applyuhonline@hearts.ac.uk. The deadline for applying for a January 2016 start is the 30th of November. So the deadline for a January 18th, 2016 start is the 30th of November. So the program has 2 intakes per year, so one in September and one in January, so our next intake is in January 2016. And this concludes the formal part of the Open Day, and we are now ready to answer your questions.